Hello there, welcome to a new lesson. Today's lesson is what do you think I should take? What do you think I should take? So basically today you will learn how to ask someone for their opinion or for their advice to you, like what do they advise you with or what do they have in mind? What can they recommend for you? It says, what do you take when you have a cold or the flu? A cold or the flu. Cold, everyone knows what a cold is. Basically, you have a cold maybe when in winter, basically the flu as well. In winter season, your nose maybe you'll have a runny nose. You might have a headache. You might have a fever. So all of these symptoms can be the cause of a cold or a flu or the flu. It says here. All right. So here we have a pharmacist and we have J in the picture. As you can see, we have the pharmacist. This is a pharmacist, a person who works in a pharmacy. And this boy is called J, apparently. So let's go straight to the text. So the pharmacist, we're going to start with the pharmacist. He says, or she says, can I help you? J, yes, please. I think I have the flu and I have a big test this afternoon. What do you think I should take? Can you recommend something, please? What are your symptoms? I have a terrible headache, a sore throat, and a fever. That sounds like the flu. You could try a non-prescription pain reliever and fever reducer. Take 2 tablets every 6 hours with food. That should help. If your fever doesn't come down within 24 hours, you should see your doctor. Are there any special instructions? Yes. You must take these with food, and you can't drink any alcohol. Are you allergic to aspirin? No, I'm not. You'll be fine then. Okay, I'll take these and a package of cough drops, please. That'll be $15.50. And here we have that'll be, that means that will be. That will be. It's contracted. The will is contracted. All right, so in the text here we have really juicy words or vocabulary. Like we have the flu, we have the cold. These are simple ones. We have the question, what do you think I should take? What do you think I should take? This is asking for someone's suggestion or opinion or advice. So what do you think? What do you think? Can you recommend something, please? Can you advise something? Recommend means to advise something, to give your opinion or your thought about something. So you recommend it, you advise it to someone. We have the word symptoms. Symptoms are just the signs that you show, like the fever. Maybe you have fever, you have a headache. So these are symptoms. These are the signs that you can feel, maybe you can see or feel. So these are symptoms. It says, and we have terrible. Terrible means really bad, horrible, you know. We have non-prescription. Non-prescription. What's a prescription? Prescription is a medical note given by a doctor. Usually when someone is sick, they visit the doctor and they get a note, a medical note from the doctor that's called prescription, that has the medicine name and also the instructions or the dosage for the medicine they should take. So non-prescription means means like common medicines that you can just take from the pharmacy without prescription. And and they are called over the counter medicines. Over the counter means you can just buy them from the pharmacy. You don't need a permission or a prescription from a doctor. We have pain reliever. We can also say painkillers, but that's very informal. So you can say pain reliever. So this reliever means relaxing. It means soothing. It means somehow healing. So it just makes you feel better, you know. And fever reducer. Fever reducer means it makes the fever goes down or it gets better. It says take 2 tablets. Tablets are just pills. Sometimes they say pills or tablets. Um, and then we have with food, that means you have to take them with food, like antibiotics. Sometimes they are advised to be taken with food, otherwise they will cause side effects, bad side effects. And we have calm down, calm down. If your fever doesn't come down, it means if it doesn't go down or if it doesn't get better, like the fever doesn't go down, maybe your fever is, or your temperature, your body temperature is 38. So if it doesn't go back to normal, or at least, it gets better, in that case, you should see your doctor, like within 24 hours. That means during 24 hours, in a time of 24 hours. And then we have special instructions. Special instructions, that means any specific, any important instructions I should know, special, like special instructions or steps I should follow when taking the medicine or the pills. And she said you can't drink alcohol. And then we have allergic. She said, are you allergic to aspirin? That means you have an allergy to aspirin. An allergy is just it can be an itchy kind of feeling that you have over your skin. It can be red spots on the body if you have something that you are allergic to. So it's a medical condition. We also have a package of cough drops. A package is a collection of something, like of items, for example. They're usually wrapped in a box or parcel. Cough drops are somehow flavored pills. They're like candy, so they take them for the cough. Okay, and then let's go down. It says asking for advice. So we have the word advice. Advice here is a noun, and the verb is advise. Okay, advise. So asking for advice. How do you ask someone for their advice? You can say, what do you think I should take? What do you think I should do? What do you think? What do you think I should take for a headache? You could. You could try. I recommend. And then it says, what do you recommend? So these are 2 ways to ask for advice. You can say, what do you think I should take? Or you can say, what do you recommend? What do you recommend? What's your advice? Okay, or what do you advise me with? What do you advise me to take? What do you think I should take? So you can say you could try. So that means you can try this option. It might work. You could try. You could try this pain reliever. I recommend these cough drops. I recommend. That means this is what I personally recommend. This is my opinion, my advice to you. All right. We have here words related to medicine or the pharmacy, like eye drops, vitamins, antacids, allergy pills, ankle brace. I think it's not really clear. And we have muscle relaxer. Giving instructions, how to give instructions, how to give steps or the rules to take something or to do something, giving instructions. How often do I have to take it? How often? That means how many times? How many times do I have to take it? The medicine, for example, you might take it once, twice a day, 3 times a day, and so on. So how often do I have to take it? It says take 2 tablets every 6 hours with food. So these are the instructions. This is how you give instructions. Take 2 tablets every 6 hours. So this is the quantity. This is how many tablets. And then um, the time, like after how many hours? It says every 6 hours. That means after 6 hours, after each 6 hours, or after every 6 hours, you take 2 tablets with food. And then it says your level should, if your fever doesn't come down, this is not clear, should come down within 24 hours. If the fever doesn't come down within 24 hours, you should. See, you should. So this is basically giving advice. You should. We always use should and shouldn't to give advice. You should do this. You shouldn't do this. So this is how you give advice. Asking about instructions. Are these or are there any special instructions? Are there any special instructions? That means, are there any certain or specific steps I should follow? Are there any specific or are there any clear or special or particular steps or rules I should follow? It says you must take these with food. You can't drink alcohol. So these are also instructions, special instructions. Am I allowed to take aspirin with this medication? Medication. Am I allowed? That means, is it okay? Am I allowed to take? That means, is it okay if I take? Is it okay if I take aspirin with this medication? Am I allowed? That means, is it okay if I take aspirin? Is it all right? No, you shouldn't take any aspirin. You shouldn't. This is how you give advice. You should, you shouldn't, and so on. I think this is it for today. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson and now you know how to give advice. So basically you just use you should do this, you should do that, and so on. If it's not, then you say you shouldn't.